Hi everyone, welcome to our physics class. In the previous class, we have studied about LC oscillations. So, what are LC oscillations? When a charged capacitor is allowed to discharge through a non-resistive inductor, electric oscillations of constant amplitude and constant frequency are produced. So that is actually called LC oscillations. And we have studied the mathematical treatment of LC oscillations. So what is the second order differential equation of LC oscillations? That is a d square q divided by dt square plus omega naught square q is equal to 0. And the expression for frequency of LC oscillations, that is f naught is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi root LC, that is same as that of resonant frequency. Okay, so these are the topics we have studied in the previous class. So this is alternating current, part 9. Okay, well, so let's start today's class. So in this class, we are going to discuss about conservation of energy in LC oscillations. Show that the sum of electrostatic potential energy and magnetic potential energy in an LC oscillator, that is actually equal to the initial energy, that is Q naught square divided by 2C. Okay, so what is the mathematical expression for the instantaneous charge on the capacitor in LC oscillator? The mathematical expression for instantaneous charge, that is Q is equal to Q naught cos omega naught t. So this is actually the mathematical expression for instantaneous charge on the capacitor. That means charge at any instant of time on the capacitor in LC oscillator. And what is the expression for instantaneous current flowing through inductor in LC oscillator? That is I is equal to Q naught omega naught. Q naught omega naught, actually this is I naught. Q naught omega naught sine omega naught t. So this is the mathematical expression for the instantaneous current through inductor and LC oscillator. So what is the mathematical expression for the instantaneous electrostatic potential energy and capacitor? Actually that is Q square divided by 2C. What is the value of Q? Q is Q naught cos omega naught t. So this is Q naught square cos square omega naught t divided by 2C, and instantaneous the magnetic potential energy, that is of L I square. Okay, so this is of L. What is the value of I? I is Q naught omega naught sine omega naught t. So that is Q naught square omega naught square sine square omega naught t. So this is the mathematical expression for magnetic potential energy in the inductor. Okay, so this is the electrostatic potential energy in capacitor. This is magnetic potential energy in inductor. Instantaneous magnetic potential energy. So this is instantaneous electrostatic potential energy. That means electrostatic potential energy at any instant of time Okay, so this is instantaneous magnetic potential energy. That means the magnetic potential energy at any instant of time. So the sum of potential energy and kinetic energy in simple harmonic motion, that is always remains constant. So just as the sum of potential and kinetic energies remains constant in simple harmonic motion, the sum of energies stored in capacitor and inductor, so that will remains constant during LC oscillations. So in simple harmonic motion, this point is very, very important. So in simple harmonic motion, actually LC oscillations or simple harmonic motion. Okay, LC oscillations are simple harmonic in nature, is it not? So in simple harmonic motion, the sum of kinetic energy and sum of the potential energy at any instant of time, that will remain constant. So kinetic energy of a particle executes simple harmonic motion. The potential energy of a particle executes simple harmonic motion. The sum of kinetic energy of a particle executes simple harmonic motion and the potential energy of a particle executes simple harmonic motion. So that will remain constant in simple harmonic motion. So in a similar way, so in LC oscillations, the sum of electrostatic potential energy and the magnetic potential energy at any instant of time, so that will remains constant, and that is exactly equal to the initial energy. So actually in LC oscillator, the initial charge on the capacitor is maximum, and current flowing through the inductor at time t is equal to 0, the charge on the capacitor is maximum, that is the peak value of charge, that is q naught, and current flowing through the inductor, that is equal to 0. So that is q naught square divided by 2c. What is this? This is the initial energy in LC circuit. Okay, so the sum of electrostatic potential energy and magnetic potential energy at any instant of time, so that is equal to the initial energy. Actually in LC oscillator, as the time increases, what happens? The electrostatic potential energy is gradually converted into magnetic potential energy. So in the time interval t is equal to 0 to t is equal to t by 4, so the electrostatic potential energy is converted into magnetic potential energy. Exactly at time t is equal to t by 4, the complete electrostatic potential energy is converted into magnetic potential energy. After that, the magnetic potential energy is converted into electrostatic potential energy. So that is in the time interval t is equal to t by 4 to t is equal to t by 2. So the magnetic potential energy is gradually converted into electrostatic potential energy, but the sum of electrostatic potential energy and magnetic potential energy at any instant of time, that will remain constant. That is exactly equal to the initial energy. So in simple harmonic motion, the sum of kinetic energy of a particle executes simple harmonic motion and potential energy of a particle executes simple harmonic motion, that is constant. So in LC oscillations, the sum of electrostatic potential energy and magnetic potential energy at any instant of time, that will remain constant. So that value is exactly equal to initial energy, that is q naught square divided by 2c. Okay, so at any instant, the electrostatic potential energy in the capacitor at any instant, at any instant, the electrostatic potential electrostatic potential energy in the capacitor. So that is how much? That is this one, right? UE is equal to actually Q square divided by 2C. So Q value is Q naught cos omega naught T. Okay. So at any instant, the magnetic potential energy in the inductor, so that is M is equal to of L I square. Okay. Actually, if there is no loss of energy, then the total energy of the LC circuit at any instant, total energy of LC circuit. So if there is no loss of energy, then the total energy of LC circuit, that is U is equal to UE plus UM. Okay, so UE is Q squared by 2C. UE is actually Q squared by 2C. UM is of L I square. Q is Q naught cos omega naught T. This is Q naught square cos square omega naught T divided by 2C plus of L I is Q naught omega naught sine omega naught T whole square, that is Q naught square omega naught square sine square omega naught T. Okay, so U is equal to Q naught square divided by 2C cos square omega naught T plus of L Q naught square. Omega naught is 1 divided by root LC. Is it not? 1 divided by root LC whole square, that is 1 divided by LC sine square omega naught T. So 1L get cancels. Now Q naught square divided by 2C, that is take it as common. U is equal to Q naught square divided by 2C, that is take it as common. The remaining is cos square omega naught T plus plus sine square omega naught T. Okay, so cos square omega naught T plus sine square omega naught T. What is the value of cos square omega naught T plus sine square omega naught T? So actually that value is equal to 1, right? So finally we will get U is equal to Q naught square divided by 2C. Okay, the sum of electrostatic potential energy and magnetic potential energy at any instant of time, that is equal to, what is this? Initial energy. So this is initial energy. This is about the conservation of energy in LC oscillations. In LC oscillations, actually the electrostatic potential energy is converted into magnetic potential energy, and the magnetic potential energy is gradually converted into electrostatic potential energy. But the sum of electrostatic potential energy and magnetic potential energy at any instant of time, that will remain constant. That means here the energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be converted into one form into another form. Okay, so that means the electrostatic potential energy that is converted into magnetic potential energy. So after some time, the magnetic potential energy that is converted into electrostatic potential energy. But the sum of electrostatic potential energy and magnetic potential energy at any instant of time, so that will remain constant. Okay, so the next topic, define power of an AC circuit and derivation of expression for average power of LCR circuit that is connected to AC source, and discuss the various special cases. So what is the meaning of power in an AC circuit? The definition is very simple. The power in an AC circuit means the rate at which electric energy is consumed in an electric circuit. The rate at which electric energy is consumed in an electric circuit is called its power. What is the meaning of power in an AC circuit? The rate at which electric energy is consumed. Electric energy is consumed in an electric circuit. So, what is the mathematical expression for the instantaneous voltage and instantaneous current in series LCR circuit? So first here, let us consider the mathematical expressions for instantaneous current and instantaneous voltage. So in series LCR circuit, the voltage and current at any instant so that is given by, so here let us assume VL that is more than VC. So then the voltage is instantaneous voltage, V is equal to V naught sine omega t, and the current I is equal to I naught sine of omega t minus phi. Suppose our assumption is VC is more than VL, then the current is I is equal to I naught sine of omega t plus phi. Actually here current lags behind the voltage by an angle phi radian. Okay, so the instantaneous power is given by the instantaneous power in LCR series circuit, that is P is equal to, what is the mathematical expression? P is equal to VI. So what is the value of V? So V is V naught sine omega t right? V is V is actually V is so V is V naught sine omega t. So I is I naught sine of omega t minus phi. Okay, so P is equal to V naught sine omega t. So I naught of sine of omega t minus phi, that is sine omega t cos phi minus cos omega t sine phi, right? Sine of A minus B is sine A cos B minus cos A sine B. So P is equal to V naught I naught of sine omega t into sine omega t. So that is sine square omega t cos phi minus sine omega t cos omega t cos sine omega t cos omega t sine phi cos omega t sine phi, right? So here just sine omega t, that is take it as inside the bracket, sine omega t into sine omega t, that is sine square omega t into cos phi. So and then sine omega t cos omega t into sine phi. So P is equal to V naught I naught sine square omega t. So that can be written in the form of 1 minus cos 2 omega t divided by 2 into cos phi, right? And sine omega t cos omega t, so that can be written in the form of sine 2 omega t divided by 2 into sine phi. Okay, right? So here 1 by 2, that is taken as outside. So P is equal to V naught I naught by 2 of cos phi, that is taken as inside. So cos phi minus cos 2 omega t cos phi minus sine 2 omega t sine phi. Sine 2 omega t sine phi. Okay. So actually we have to calculate the average power, right? Average power over one complete cycle. Average power over one complete cycle in LCR series circuit. So that is average P is equal to, so actually constant term, that is stated as outside V naught I naught by 2. So average of constant is a constant. So after that apply the average on each term. Average of cos phi minus average of cos 2 omega t cos phi minus average of sine 2 omega t sine phi. Okay, and then average power, so that is equal to V naught I naught by 2. So average of cos phi is cos phi. Average of constant is a constant. Minus, actually here cos phi is constant, take it as outside. So average power, that is equal to V naught I naught by 2. So average of cos phi is cos phi, minus here cos phi is constant, take it as outside. Average of cos 2 omega t, so minus sin phi is constant, take it as outside. Sin phi, average of sin 2 omega t. Okay, so average of cos 2 omega t, actually average of cos 2 omega t, average of cos 2 omega t, average of sin 2 omega t. So both are goes to 0. Average of cos 2 omega t is 0, average of sin 2 omega t is 0. So 0 into anything is 0. This term goes to 0. This term also goes to 0, right? So finally, average power is equal to V naught by root 2, I naught by root 2 into cos phi. Okay, so 2 that can be written in the form of root 2 root 2. So average power is equal to V naught by root 2, that is V RMS, I naught by root 2, that is I RMS into cos phi. So this is the mathematical expression for the average power over one complete cycle in an LCR series circuit. Okay, so after that, let us discuss about the number of special cases. So the first case, special special cases. So case A, for resistive circuit, for resistive circuit. So when LCR series circuit is said to be resistive if XL is equal to XC, then LCR series circuit is said to be resistive circuit. For resistive circuit, what is the value of phi? Phi is equal to 0. That means current and voltage are in phase. And average power is the product of RMS value of voltage and RMS value of current, and the power factor. What is the value of power factor? Power factor is 1. Okay, so this is the first special case. Actually here the power loss is also maximum, that is the product of RMS value of voltage and RMS value of current. Okay, and the second case, if XL is more than XC, VL is more than VC, so then what is the phase difference between the current and voltage? That is actually pi by 2. So LCR series circuit behaves like, in this case, inductive circuit. Okay, so for inductive circuit, phi is equal to pi by 2, then the power factor cos pi by 2, that is equal to 0, and average power is equal to 0, and even power loss is also equal to 0, right? And then the next case, if VC is more than VL or XC is more than XL, so then The phase difference between current and voltage is pi by 2 radian. So now the LCR series circuit behaves like a capacitive circuit. So for capacitive circuit, the phase difference is pi by 2. Again, the power factor is 0. Average power over one complete cycle is equal to 0. And power loss is also equal to 0. Okay. What is the meaning of power in an AC circuit? The rate at which electric energy is consumed in an electric circuit. Rate at which electric energy is consumed in an electric circuit is called its power. So that is in LC series circuit, the product of RMS value of voltage and RMS value of current. So actually cos phi is called the power factor. Okay, the quantity cos phi is called the power factor. This is a ratio of true power. Average power is true power divided by operant power. Operant power is the product of RMS value of voltage and RMS value of current. What is the meaning of true power? True power means power delivered and power dissipated by the load. So this is actually true power. True power is power delivered and power dissipated by the load. So this is actually operant power. Operant power means the maximum power dissipation rating. So this is the maximum power dissipation rating. So this is the operant power. The ratio of true power to the operant power is called the power factor. Okay, for purely resistive circuit, the power factor is 1. Power loss is maximum, that is the product of RMS value of voltage and RMS value of current, and average power over one complete cycle for purely resistive circuit is the product of RMS value of voltage and RMS value of current. Power loss is the product of RMS value of voltage and RMS value of current. So here maximum power loss takes place. That is for resistive circuit. Okay, for inductive circuit, what is the phase difference between current and voltage? That is pi by 2. The power factor is equal to 0. Average power over one complete cycle is equal to 0. Even power loss is also equal to 0. For purely capacitive circuit, the phase difference between the current and voltage is pi by 2 radian, and average power over one complete cycle is equal to 0, and power loss is equal to 0. So for purely resistive circuit, current and voltage are in phase. There is no phase difference between current and voltage. For purely inductive circuit, there is a phase difference between the current and voltage, that is pi by 2 radians. Okay, so in this case, actually the current lags behind the voltage by an angle pi by 2 radian. For purely capacitive circuit, there is a phase difference between current and voltage, that is pi by 2 radian, and in this case the current leads, is it not? For purely capacitive circuit, current leads the voltage by an angle pi by 2 radian. For purely resistive circuit, the instantaneous current flowing through the resistor is I is equal to I naught sine omega t. For purely inductive circuit, the instantaneous current flowing through the inductor, that is I is equal to I naught sine of omega t minus pi by 2. For purely capacitive circuit, the instantaneous current flowing through the capacitor, that is I is equal to I naught sine of omega t plus pi by 2. So here current and voltage are in phase. So here there is a phase difference between current and voltage. Current actually lags behind the voltage by an angle pi by 2 radian. For purely capacitive, current leads the voltage by an angle pi by 2. There is a phase difference between current and voltage, that is pi by 2 radian. Okay. Okay, thank you.